Welcome to the Naked Real Estate series, the Barrier-Free Experience. Today's topic is all about negotiation, but more specifically, what are the dynamics of negotiation? One thing I've realized is when you think negotiation, first thing comes to mind is me against you. You know, head-to-head butting, and I win, you lose. That's what I guess is the common understanding of negotiation. In the real world, is that the actual fact of things, of how negotiations actually go down? Or maybe is that butting head theory kind of more of a consumer expectation of what should go down, kind of like the 10 commandments of negotiation. Thou shalt, all these good things. So, from what I've discovered, head-to-head negotiation is ineffective. It just doesn't work. And all I gotta say is this, is people are people, and if I like you, trust you, and respect you, we have a higher probability of the same conclusion, which is a happy seller and a happy buyer. But if I hate your guts and I think you're a piece of shit, guess what? I won't even hold my farts in. Won't even waste the energy of holding my fart in for you. Because I don't like you. And you're unpleasant to deal with. And you've heard the saying, you get more bees with honey than vinegar. And that's the same thing in negotiation. Bottom line is, we're both trying to focus on the same thing to make everybody happy. It's not me against you, it's really, how do we get this deal done? It's a collaboration, right? Not a beheading. So really, what are 4 main things that I always do in every negotiation? You can call it what you want. It just makes everything go smoother. Number 1 thing that I always do in every negotiation is I use what they call, well, not what they call, what I call the bum buddy strategy. I make the realtor on the other side feel like we're brothers, like we're bum buddies tight. You know, we're like, yeah, you can trust me. Let's get this done. You know, it's awesome to work with you. Second thing that I do is I set the mood for the negotiation. So it's not me against you, I'm right, you're wrong. It's more like, hey, let's work together. We have a common goal. How do we work together? You know, what are your thoughts? Here's are my thoughts. And I guess, it's more of a collaborative clarification of facts. Because sometimes there's nothing worse than a realtor who's been misguided or misinformed, right? Because they don't know any better, or they're going on totally inaccurate information and then basically consulting their clients with inaccurate information. You know, you can't give logic to crazy, right? Crazy and unreasonable is crazy and unreasonable. And unless you're willing to be crazy and unreasonable with them, ain't nothing happening. Third thing I do is I always get the other realtor talking. Oh yeah, tell me more. Because they'll always explain how they've established values or what their seller's thinking in terms of why they can't agree to our terms or prices. And most of the time, negotiation boils down to price. So yeah, I always get the other realtor talking. And the fourth thing that I get them to do is I get them to explain themselves, right? So beyond getting them to talking, explain to me what you're thinking, and do we really have a potential deal, you know? And the reason that I do that, of getting them to explain themselves and get them on my side, it's kind of like this. If I can't convince the realtor of my counter and my offer, and if he thinks it's bullshit, then there's no way that his client is going to take the offer. Because whatever I say to the realtor's going to tell his client, I'm full of shit. And sure, it's up to the client, but if you have somebody whispering in your ear, this guy's full of shit, ripping us off, whatever, don't waste your time, you kind of get swayed by the realtor's influence, right? That's why the realtor's there, to give you guidance and expertise. But if I've got him understanding my perspective, and he understands where I'm coming from, and he agrees with me, he's kind of on my team subconsciously, but he doesn't know it. And he's going to help sell my offer to his client. And when you think about it, you know, I think great realtors help other realtors close their clients. Because often, you know, sometimes we're in a position of our client just doesn't get it. And then the other realtor will offer some different perspectives on how to explain things. And, oh, have you ever thought about saying it like this? Did you ever mention this and say this? And sometimes they've got great ideas on how to explain it to the client so they understand. So you know what? Great realtors help the other realtors close things. But yeah, those are my 4, well, kind of 5 points of negotiation. And so far, you know, I've been in the business full-time 3 years now. My success rate is probably 90 to 95% successful in getting an offer accepted when I have a legitimate offer and it's a legitimate property. I have a 90 to 95% closing rate of getting accepted, and it's because part and parcel of creating the relationship, the trust, the expertise, and really thinking the collaboration of how do we work together instead of, you know, the consumer expectation of I should defend you like my like it's a chastity belt, right? Which I think is just ineffective. And sure, it sounds good, like, yeah, my side, me against them, but reality is we're just here to make everything come together. You know, it's kind of like the oneness of the universe. Take everything and bring it together. That's kind of what realtors do. Take 2 people, we take black and white, we create the yin yang. It's like the chocolate and the vanilla ice cream, and then we make it kind of like, you know, cappuccino flavor, right? Just mix it all up, make it one. So that's my dynamics of negotiation. Thank you.